Alright, right here I have the new Google Pixel Watch 2, which comes with all of your favorite Android features. And on the other hand, I have the new Samsung Galaxy Watch 6, which is great as well. But which one's better? That's what we're gonna find out today. And first up, let's start with the health tracking. So on the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6, you get plenty of health tracking features, like you get an all-day heart rate tracker, there's an SpO2 tracker, which will track during the night. You get a sleep tracker that will track your different sleep cycles, sleep duration, and a few more metrics, and it seems that this watch is doing a fairly good job on the accuracy part. You get a blood pressure measurement, stress tracking, breathing exercises, and an ECG plus the body composition. You just have to put in your weight, sex, and height, and after resting your fingers on the buttons for a few seconds, you get a few more stats like your BMI, BMR, body fat, and a little bit more. So overall, pretty much. The Google Pixel Watch 2 doesn't have quite as much, so you do get a stress tracker, a much more accurate heart rate tracker that will track 24/7, sleep tracking, and since you get all the Fitbit features as well, this one is pretty good, and you get a sleep analysis as well. You can even see the fluctuation of your skin temperature during the night. There's also an ECG feature which works great, and you can track your mood during the day to see what stresses you and what calms you down. You get the HRV status, alerts for high and low heart rates, respiration rate, SpO2 tracking, cycle tracking, and a skin temperature tracker. The only downside is that not every tracker is available in every country, so you have to check this one out before you get the Pixel Watch 2. So in case you get all of the trackers in your country, I would prefer the Pixel Watch 2 over the Galaxy Watch 6. Next up, the activity tracking and the built-in GPS. And let's start with the GPS. I honestly think that both watches are equally good, even though you have more satellite systems on the Pixel Watch 2. In my test, I barely saw any incorrect routes. They were always right on track and didn't skip any sections like we get with other smartwatches sometimes. Alright, as for activity tracking, you get a whole lot of sport modes on both watches. It overall looks a little bit better on the Samsung watch as the pictures are moving a little bit, but on both you get your standard sport modes, winter, ball and water sports, boxing and weightlifting. I have to say that there are a few more specific gym workouts on the Galaxy Watch like squats, bench pressing and such things. On both watches you can also customize your workout display. On the Pixel Watch 2 you have 4 slots for your data and 10 metrics to choose from. On the Galaxy Watch 6 you have up to 6 slots and way more metrics. The Galaxy Watch 6 also has a running coach with different running courses like fat burning runs, HIIT runs. You get runs for advanced and for beginners. Also, during your workouts, you have access to your media player, which you can access on the Pixel Watch. Next up, the battery life, and both watches aren't really the best when it comes to that. But the Galaxy Watch 6 is still a little bit better. Depending on the model that you have, this watch can last up to 1.5 days on normal usage with the always on display mode enabled and auto brightness settings. The Google Pixel Watch 2 only lasts about 24 hours, which is still great compared to the likes of the new Apple Watch Series 9 or the Fossil Gen 6. But just not as good as many other smartwatches. Now of course both watches come with the battery saving mode, which will give you a few extra hours, but therefore you're missing out on a lot of features. Alright, when it comes to the features, these two watches have a lot in common. Both watches come with Bluetooth and LTE versions with a built-in mic and speakers, which means you get full access to a phone feature. You can call your friends using your smartwatch and actually also talk right on your wrist. There's the Google Voice Assistant on both watches, even though I would say on the Google Pixel Watch 2, this one is a little bit better. Right here you can set presets like setting timers or send messages. You get Google Maps, Google Wallet, and you got the Google Play Store with mini apps. There are lots of music streaming apps available like Spotify, and like this, you can download music tracks, playlists, and podcasts right to the watch and listen to them offline during your workouts. On both watches, you get WhatsApp and you can reply to all of your messages with either some funny looking emojis. You get a few quick reply options. You can write your own text or send back a voice message or let the watch transcribe your words, and then you can send a message like this. So as you can see, you got many different ways to reply to messages. The biggest difference feature-wise are probably the watch faces. The ones that you get on the Pixel Watch 2 are very basic and you don't get that big variety that you get on the Samsung watch. I mean, you can customize the watch faces and change the colors, the style, and the complications. But if we check out Samsung's watch faces, you see that they are much more colorful. There are animations like that bear that points to the side if you get a notifications, or just drinks a pot of coffee if there's nothing to do. And you can create new watch faces using the AI. On both watches, you can also easily change the order of your tiles, but on the Samsung Watch, you can also create files with more than one app and change the order of them as well. So overall, not too many differences if we're talking about the features. Alright, next up, the price. And that really depends on what you get. So first, the Google Pixel Watch. You can either get this one as the Wi-Fi version or the LTE version. You can get the Wi-Fi version for 400 euros right now over here in Germany, and the LTE version will cost you 450. And both come in at the same size of 41mm. And that's it. This watch is also available in 4 different colors right now. There is this blue version, cream white, black and hazel. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 comes in 2 variations in 4 sizes. You can either get the LTE or Bluetooth version. There is the classic and active model, and you can get this watch in the size of 44 and 40mm for the active version and 43 or 47mm in the classic version. And of course, every single one comes in at a different price. It basically ranges from 320 all the way up to 500 euros, and I think the best comparison would be the small 40mm Bluetooth version, as I have the Bluetooth version of the Pixel Watch as well. So you can save up to 80 euros if you just get a Samsung Watch. As for the specs and the design, both watches have quite a bit in common. Both watches are water resistant up to 5 ATM, both are only compatible with Android smartphones, and some features on the Galaxy Watch are also only available if you hook it up with the Samsung smartphone. Now the Pixel Watch 2 is a 41mm smartwatch with a 1.2-inch AMOLED display protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5. We have an always on display mode, and the watch lights up with 1000 nits. If you buy this watch, you get 2 straps. One goes up to 175mm and the other one to 210mm wrist sizes. And both are silicone strapped with an extra soft coating. It's also very easy to attach a new band on the watch. On the side of the band, you get a small button that you can press, and then you can easily slide out the strap and slide a new one in. On the side, we also have 2 physical buttons. The upper one takes you to your recently opened apps, and the middle one takes you to all of your apps, plus it is rotatable, so you can scroll through your workouts, notifications, and apps. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 has a completely different way of navigating on the watch. Of course, you can swipe left and right, up and down, but you can also make use of the haptic bezel on the active model or the rotatable bezel on the classic one. Now the small 40mm one comes with the 1.3-inch Super AMOLED display with sapphire crystal glass and an aluminum frame, so slightly better than the Pixel Watch. On the side, you will find 2 buttons which are customizable, and you can quickly open up apps, see your recently opened apps, turn on the voice assistant or Samsung Pay. Also, the Galaxy Watch 6 lights up with a peak of 2000 nits and supports wireless charging. So overall, I think the Galaxy Watch 6 is slightly better, even though the Pixel Watch 2 is great itself. I just think the build quality is better, a better battery life, and more options in sizes and styles, which makes this watch available to more people. And guys, there we have it. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more tech reviews. And I guess with that one being said, I will see you in the next one. Peace.